Next on Worcester News Tonight, calls for peace after a week of several shootings involving police officers across the country. Plus, is tonight the night? Millions buying their ticket for one of the highest Mega Millions jackpot drawings. Flags flown at half-staff today at police departments across central Massachusetts in honor of the 5 Dallas police officers that were killed last night. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Madison. Lowering flags, just one of many symbols of support for the officers killed last night. Earlier tonight, a vigil was held at St. Rose of Lima Church in Northborough. Several police officers attended the vigil. Former Northborough Police Chief Kenneth Hutchins spoke at the vigil, saying he always used faith to help him cope with tragedy.
It might take them some years to get over the wounds that they have. So, I think it was a cowardly act and it brought great sadness.
Consolation and also maybe an inner decision to try to do something positive, to lower the rhetoric, to realize words matter.
Earlier today, about a dozen people gathered for a prayer vigil in Worcester to honor those lost in the Dallas, Louisiana, and Minnesota shootings. The group held signs calling for an end to violence. The signs had a number of different messages, including Police Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter. The ambush-style shooting in Dallas is drawing reaction from police departments around central Massachusetts. The founder of Black Lives Matter in Worcester is also sending a strong message against the violence. Our Patricia Nicholas has more local reaction.
The city of Dallas mourns the loss of 5 police officers after a sniper opened fire at the end of a peaceful protest Thursday night. Police here in Central Mass say the impact is being felt nationwide.
You have to be more cautious of everything that's out there and more aware of your surroundings whenever you're approaching any type of incident.
The Dallas protest came after 2 black men were killed by police in Louisiana and Minnesota. Police say the man they believed fired at officers told them while he wasn't a member of any group, he expressed anger for Black Lives Matter. But the founder of Black Lives Matter, Worcester, says the movement does not condone any type of violence.
Especially acts of violence towards police officers. We did not advocate, organize, coordinate, or in any way participate in the violence last night.
Chief Stephen Wayner is the vice president of the Central Mass Chiefs of Police Association. He says officers usually meet with groups organizing demonstrations to go over protocol prior to the event.
That avoids a lot of problems down the line because people do have a right to protest things in this country. That's just one of the freedoms we have.
But after last night, both he and Jones agree things need to be reassessed.
If people understand the way that police officers operate now is a lot different than you operated 20 years ago as far as your interactions with the public.
I think it's important that everybody take a step back and do a personal assessment, an organizational assessment, and as a country, we need to do an assessment about gun violence.
Patricia Nicholas, Worcester News Tonight.
The woman convicted for her role in the death of a college student from Westboro is set to be released from prison. Catherine McDonough is serving 3 years in prison for her involvement in the murder of University of New Hampshire student Lizzie Marriott. McDonough pled guilty on multiple charges, including witness tampering and conspiracy. Her plea deal included testifying against her boyfriend Seth Mazzalia, who was convicted of first-degree murder. McDonough is scheduled to be released next week after serving the maximum sentence. A 60-year-old man facing multiple charges after Worcester police say he stabbed his roommate in the hand and set items on fire in their apartment. 26-year-old victim told police the suspect burned a laptop, mattress, and leather bag. Police say when the victim tried to calm the suspect down, the suspect pulled a knife. The suspect's name has not been released since the incident is considered domestic. He's charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, resisting arrest, an attempt to commit a crime. A drought watch has been issued for some parts of Massachusetts. After 4 months of unusually dry weather, Energy and Environmental Affairs Secretary Matthew Beaton declared a drought watch for central and northeast Massachusetts today. He also declared a drought advisory for southeast Massachusetts and the Connecticut River Valley. It will remain in effect until water levels return to normal in the affected regions. Mosquitoes in Worcester test positive for the West Nile virus. The State Department of Public Health made the announcement Thursday. It's the first time West Nile has been detected in the state so far this year. The DPH says the virus was confirmed in 3 mosquito samples taken in Worcester on July 1st. Experts say the finding doesn't come as a surprise, saying with the heat and dry conditions, they expect to see more activity this summer. Doctors at UMass Memorial Medical Center say there are precautions you can take to prevent getting the virus, including covering your skin or wearing mosquito repellent. Doctors say typically symptoms aren't noticeable.
People who are infected with West Nile exhibit any symptoms at all. So 80% of the people walking around out there who are infected have no idea that they've ever been infected. However, for the people who have been infected, the vast majority will have something called West Nile fever. They may have fever, rash. It's kind of flu-like symptoms. There's really nothing specific about it.
The state says they haven't seen any animal or human cases of West Nile virus so far this year. Earlier today, Governor Charlie Baker signs into law legislation protecting transgender people from discrimination in public places. The measure allows people to use restrooms and locker rooms corresponding with their gender identities. Earlier today, Governor Baker spoke about why he signed the bill into law. Baker says the new law includes language to address public safety concerns and will combat discrimination.
It extends additional protections to the Commonwealth's transgender community and includes provisions to address the public safety concerns that were expressed by some by requiring the Attorney General to issue regulations to protect against people abusing the law.
Massachusetts is the 18th state in the country to pass this type of law. The crowds are growing at Recreation Worcester, and it's in its second year, and the city is seeing more and more families take advantage of the free programs, giving children a place to learn and play this summer. Our Brittany Schaefer got an inside look at one of the sites earlier today.
I have a lot of fun here.
More than 1,500 children in the city are signed up for this summer's Recreation Worcester.
Our numbers grow every day. We have more kids coming to the parks, which is awesome.
We use this program basically every day.
I play basketball with my friends. I like playing fishy across my ocean.
The program takes place in 10 city parks and allows parents a free way to get their kids outdoors this summer. One parent says he doesn't know what he would do without this program.
This is definitely something I rely on because her mother's schedule and my schedule, you know, it kind of conflicts, so it kind of helps, and it doesn't kind of help, it helps a lot.
I get a lot of parents who are like, you know, I don't know what I would do with my kid, I have to go to work. So I feel like it's definitely a lifesaver.
The Burncoat Street Playground usually has around 85 kids at their site. Recreation Worcester staffers say the program gives children an environment they don't have at home.
We give them an opportunity for something that they don't have at home. So for me, it means a lot, you know, giving back, giving these kids a safe, fun environment.
And it gives kids the ability to be able to participate in camps and do things they might never be able to do instead of sitting inside.
The program focuses on academics, art, and athletics, which helps the children stay connected to school throughout the summer.
With the academics, it helps them with the summer reading, and, you know, it keeps them up to date.
Our curriculum is also designed to keep the kids engaged, keep them using the tools that they learn in school in our parks.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.